recording.
Betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace. A brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
The big drink? I like it. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus Campaign Season 2, Episode 8. I'm your DM and host, Marty, joined by Mark and Adam today. We got a little bit of sleep. I don't know, I'm feeling much better than I was yesterday. How about you guys?
Much better.
Much better, Mark? Yeah? Because watching you nap during game was awesome for everyone yesterday.
It was a very long day.
That's fine, that's fine. We understand you work shift work effectively. It's good that you were there. I asked Mark earlier, like, do you know what happened last night? He's like, yeah, I kind of remember most of it. I'm like, okay. All right. Awesome. Adam, how's it going?
Not too bad. I'm putting in muscle gruel, so and then I got some popcorn, so I should be good.
At what point do you say this is enough weight?
Enough weight to in which direction?
Lifting in general.
Oh,
at what point? Yeah, at what point just
we're
picking
talking
up
about,
weight?
body weight. I'm looking for
No.
286 pounds because that gets me into the first weight class below unlimited for strongman.
No, I'm not talking about your body weight, man. I'm talking about you were describing yesterday about lifting over 500 pounds. It was like,
yep.
Holy fuck. That's like Mark and I put together.
Yep. Yeah. Enough so originally enough was going to be an 18 strength.
Yeah.
But that was sometime I'm already doing that, so now it's
in all the systems, or is it just
Pathfinder.
So
in 3.5.
Okay.
In Pathfinder, it's also in Pathfinder. 1800. I don't know the load numbers for AD&D.
Second ed or whatever. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Second ed was weird. Once you hit 18 strengths, like 18 and 10,
there was
18,
this what they realized is that there was too much of a jump between, or they wanted more play between 18 and 19. So guys went back and divided 18 and 19 into 100 different pips. Yeah,
100 little steps, because that was the most logical way to do this.
Yep,
that was the easiest. There was the only way, really. What would be strong enough?
When do you say this is good enough? I'm happy with this weight, or are you just gonna keep on going until something in your body breaks? Or
no, we're not gonna go till something breaks. Hopefully, if I can qualify for Canadian nationals, I think that's to compete at the Canadian national level, I think is kind of enough.
Okay.
So I'm about 200 pounds on my powerlifting total to compete nationally in Canada. I'm currently at the point where I can compete regionally, so in the Quebec, Ontario region, I can compete there.
Cool.
But I have to find another couple 100 pounds to get to the national level. So yeah, that's I guess that. But I guarantee by the time I get there, unless it was like ball busting to get there, I'm gonna be like, I could do a little bit.
So what you're saying is you'll quit when you rupture your anus.
I will get a new bionic anus. It will be better, faster, stronger.
Bio-anus. Engage. No, engage. Disengage.
Don't disengage.
No, wait a second. Anus is so confusing.
Which one is the messy one? Which one is the messy one?
My wife just chastised me, letting me know that she's seen that happen to someone, and it's not funny. Well, no, I imagine it's not when it actually happens.
Right. When it's not you or anyone you know, and you see it on YouTube.
It's more like the idea of it.
Right.
Like, hunting the Chihuahua. I don't know if you've ever seen the Umbro commercial where a guy, he's holding up like a ball or something, and there's this dog jumping up, and it's yarp, 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 and then he just like hauls off and punts it like right through the air, like ridiculously far, like it's cartoonish. It's funny to watch. No one would laugh if someone actually saw someone punt a dog. You'd be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
In fact, that would, if it was less cartoonish, then people wouldn't like the commercial.
No,
right? If it wasn't over the top.
It was right over the top.
Right, if it went about 8 feet into the air and there's a wet splat sound and crunch as it hit like a car or something like that.
Then a little yelp.
And there's this thing twitching on the road afterwards and this weird smear and you're seeing stuff that looks like guts.
No,
Yeah.
this was a field goal, so
Okay.
it was like, oh, that's funny because no one could kick a dog that far. Because people are weird.
Yes. It is a if you felt the pain of everything and everyone around you, you'd go insane. It is a way to distance yourself from things.
Yes.
Yeah. To laugh at, somebody getting kicked in the balls or something. All right. Last game was called A Raft is Just a Shitty Boat. Upon the road, the Circus of Dread is beset upon by a large flock of twisted griffs, horrible vulture-headed griffins. Grizaak discovers that the attack was orchestrated by a powerful storm priest, wanted dead or alive by the inquisitors of the five-faced god. A religious epiphany is made by the leaders of the circus after talking to Grizaak about the voice in the storm. The circus reaches Lakeport Town and finds that the local gladiatorial games occur on the surface of the lake, and such activities are often interrupted by sea creatures, called Chobo, and the local mascot, Bessa. And we left off with Sam and the others, some of the gladiators practicing in the water outside of Lakeport Town. We will go to that map and we'll drag the tokens of those that were practicing in the water and put them in the water.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Callie was probably watching them. And anyone else who wants to be watching them, I've got a few log tokens as well. We can put those on the map.
Swimming's okay. It's the boats that are treacherous. They're just pretending to float.
Both Edward and Sam, while holding onto a log, saw something swim underneath, and it looked like some sort of long-necked reptile with fins for its front legs and back legs, and it was no bigger than a pony. Like, it was about the same size as Sam, and there were two of them.
It touched my log. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to touch
one of them bumped your log, and Sam decided he was going to dive after it.
For the record, stream, even for Canadians living in Northern Ontario, a pony-sized fish is a fucking big fish.
That's a big fish.
That's a big fish.
Okay, so
In D&D land, maybe it's only pony-sized.
there's them holding on to a floating log. Maybe I'll make this a little bit. No, that's probably good. Well, the others are swimming around in the water. Callie was on the shore. let me show everyone where we are. And Sam, while holding onto the log, saw this creature that looked like kind of like this.
Who's a booja booja boo? Who's a nippy booja boo?
And on the second pass, you saw two of them. And you decided to dive after one of them under the water. What are you doing, says Edward.
I want to take a look.
Are you grappling it to, like, grapple? Or are you just trying to hold on to its tail or its fin?
I'm trying to grapple it. I want to, like, pull it out. My plan is to try to get this thing to shore so we can actually, like, examine.
Okay, so you're actually trying to start a grapple with this thing.
Yeah. I move action to get the grapple feats. I'm going to grab this thing by the ass. Pull it out of the water.
Give me an initiative, because it's kind of like swimming by as you're diving down. So let's see. Let's see if this thing can get away from you before you can grab it. Grabs it. And I need stats for this thing.
23.
Adventure. Titan's Gift. That's not this campaign. That would be weird. You find this key. Everyone's like, yes!
I'm just super happy.
Oh, season 2. There we go. Lakeport Town. Wow, this is just a baby.
Mark, did you notice they were talking about Abessa being a big one? And they're
Yeah.
babies. And unless these things are... not hermaphrodite. What's the... I'm afraid my biology
asexual?
word for like...
Asexual?
Asexual? Yeah, it'd be asexual. Unless these things are asexual. There's a daddy. Maybe it's like Black Widows, where like the dad's like little tiny things. Like,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of what I'm
piranha that sort of sneaks up behind and
23 is what it got with a +6 mod.
it wins.
Okay, so you started to dive underneath the log and it just zooms down into the dark. It swims very quickly.
Within reach.
This thing swam 60. It only swam about 40 feet down. It kind of like turned around a little bit, and you can see another one coming up from the depths and sort of met it here.
Was it within reach when it swam away?
Do you have combat reflexes?
Yeah.
So yeah, you do get an AOO as it swam by.
Punch.
I'm going to, I guess, punch it, which doesn't work really super good underwater. I believe it's -2 to hit and half damage, but
Yep.
we're gonna give it a
'Cause you
smack.
got nothing to brace yourself against. You don't have the spells up.
So I'll, AC 16.
Yeah, it is just a big like animal. So AC 16 hits.
So 16 becomes 8 non-lethal.
Okay, so you punched it. It didn't go as far away as the other one. It sort of turned around and it looks like it's gonna come swimming back. Non-lethal 8. And the second one came up to it. You do have another action. At this point in time, Edward's trying to get onto the log.
That was the AOO. So.
Oh, that was the AO. So yeah. Oh, it's Sam's turn. Edward's like, fuck this. He's getting up onto the log. Roger and Ugg have no idea what's going on at this point.
Sam will catch a big breath of air.
Okay.
And we're not supposed to fight today, so he will use he'll give himself the bull's strength and a big breath of air. So he will use a standard action to use the supernatural power to cast a spell, and then hold his breath. And it seems like the grapple thing didn't work so good. If they come, it looks like they're coming back. I'll use the move action to jigger my feet around. We will we will put it to sleep through slapping. We will slap it to sleep, and that's how we'll take a look at it.
Okay, the two creatures come back. They sort of zoom up to you, and they're nipping at your feet. One is just kind of nipping playfully, while the other one is actually the one that you punched, you think, is charging you.
Thinks it's game time.
Yep. That's not the right dinosaur. Right. Why does it have feathers? No, it's not the right dinosaur. Okay.
Yeah, of all the dinosaurs to give feathers in the science retcon, the swimming ones are not great. No. The concept art of Tyrannosaurus Rexes with feathers hurts my soul.
Yeah, I hear that.
Then you start looking into how they actually paleontologists do their work, and you're like, they have more unknowns than they have knowns. These are really, really broad guesses.
There's a lot of guesswork involved in this, so.
You extracted an entire dinosaur shape out of an ankle bone? Are you sure?
Okay, it's just gonna come and bite. It's gonna bite you. It's got very sharp teeth. Nom. AC 18.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. The other one was aiding, so this could be a 20. It's a 20. Yeah.
No.
Okay. So you managed to pull your teeth back, and it's biting at you.
Okay. Gonna smack the one that I smacked before a couple of times to see if I can put it to sleep. Actually, I'm gonna try to knock it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it once. With the knockout.
Its scales are, well, it's got more like skin and scales, and it's really smooth and kind of eel-like. It's somewhat tough, but just a baby.
So, AC 16
hits.
Alright, so I did not power attack, but I do have my feats going, so it's 8 non-lethal damage again. And a fortitude save versus Sleepy Bubbles.
Alright. They're kind of making high-pitched, like, whining noises now, and then the fortitude save.
No, not the... Quiet, shh!
Rolls a nat 20.
Oh, it doesn't go to sleep. Okay.
Okay, now it's quite obvious that there's something going on in the water. Subtract 2 breath points. Roger's saying...
I'll take my next attack.
Roger's saying, fuck that, and is just swimming for the dogs. And Ugg is swimming over to this log to figure out what's going on.
I will... My critical threat on the next attack. AC 10, not a crit.
Not a crit, no.
Okay. 16 becomes 8 non-lethal.
Okay, the thing looks pretty fucked up after that. Like, it almost like looked like you stunned it, and then it kind of shivered awake again, and it looks like it's going to swim away. It's making a kind of a high-pitched squeaking noise, carrying very well underwater.
The thought inside Sam's brain is, oh.
This one just got its ass kicked, so it actually swims away quickly, and you get an AOO.
Go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, little fishy. AC 23.
Yep, you kind of kick at it as it's trying to swim away from you.
Time to sleep. 6 non-lethal damage.
Puts it out exactly. tries to get away, and you kick it.
Catch and release. Happy fishing farmer.
This one is now like trying to nip at your balls. Like this one's really aggressive now. At first it was just nipping at your toes, but it saw what you were doing. AC 8. Okay, give me a perception check.
Like 15.
Okay, you thought you heard a very loud kind of like sound coming from in the deep.
Do they have blowholes?
It's a good question. There's lots of thrashing. You'll have to take a look. Okay, so
How far away is it? Is it just 15 feet from me?
Yeah, it's 10 feet away from you. You're 5 feet underneath the water. It kind of drifted a little bit when you kicked it.
Okay.
And now I think it's Sam's turn. There's one still nipping at your toes as you're trying to...
Okay, I'm just gonna swim down and grab it.
Okay, I think that's an AOO.
Yep.
AC 20.
No.
Okay, it's kind of swimming beside you, trying to nip at you, and you're like giving it elbows. Okay, so you swim down. I think you do need to make a swim check if you don't have a good check. Do maneuvers underwater and stuff.
21.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh, you get a plus 10. Yeah, you're fine. Yep. So you swim down. You grab a hold of the thing. I don't know. It weighs a couple 100 pounds, but you're in the water, so you could easily drag it around. Swimming by that thing, and I guess can you 5-foot step when you're
take
swimming?
possession, so I think it's it's a move for the swim and then a move to pick it up.
Yeah, I think it gets an AOO. The thing beside you is trying to bite at you, and you keep on just thrashing it.
Oh, I guess it got 2. That's fine. I think you rolled 1.
Oh, did I roll 1?
That's fine. It bites at me. It can keep biting at me. I provoked 2. I picked up something and I swam by it. I provoked 2.
Yeah, it doesn't have combat reflexes though.
It's all good.
Okay, Mama.
It's a long way away.
Well, she's not a long way away from her babies. Are you insane? All right, so Mama swims a little bit slower. And sees her baby is being attacked. Okay. There's something angry coming out of the deep at you, swimming quickly, responding to her babies crying out. She is threatening you with her long reach in her neck at this point.
Perfect. Oh, good.
So this was Sam went first, and then them, then her. So Sam, baby's mom. So
it's baby Sam mom.
Baby Sam mom. Okay, so there's one baby that's still trying to bite at you. Sees mother coming, and it's gonna bite and then disengage. Kind of just goes like that after taking a nip. They're making little crying noises. Or at least that one is.
I should save my knockout blow for Bessa, because that'd be funny.
drag the hometown mascot ashore. Is this it?
Hey, well, as long as you don't kill it, you just dump it back in the lake.
I got a feeling that would still be bad.
I have a feeling that, yeah, well,
Are we getting Edward and Ugg involved in this now? Because Ugg's a pretty good swimmer, so I think we're gonna go to the initiative sheet.
If Edward's got any sense, he's going no.
I still kind of want to see what it does, but I don't want anybody to get killed by it.
What was that about cats and curiosity?
Curiosity bit off your hand. I'm pretty certain that's how the story goes.
Okay, I'm going to open up the combat sheet. We might as well.
Yep.
It's now starting to get... Boy, we're going to keep track of lots of things.
I'll run UG if you want.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Bessa! Her children! Bessa's children! And are there any Chobo in the region? Don't know.
Hear what the tentacly surprises do.
Bessa's initiative 2. And it was... Sam, you rolled what?
20.
20, okay.
That's why I was very disappointed when it beat me. Me.
The 20 total, right?
23. No, I rolled a 20.
Oh, okay, got it. These things actually have a +7, so it's like they rolled a 13. Bessa goes after Sam, so we'll just roll. Nice, 16. Give me a roll for UG. Oops.
UG.
And I guess Edward and Roger's just swimming for shore, because fuck that. He didn't want to do the water fights anyways.
Edward got a 6 plus, I think his dex modifier is 3.
I think it's 4 on the sheet. And then UG got a what?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it was UG got a 6.
And then Edward.
Edward's initiative is +4 because he has a trait.
Okay. The roll is 15.
Okay. All right, so top of the round is Sam. It's Sam, Bessa's children, Edward, Bessa, then UG.
Well, Sam is going to take a total defense action.
So you got a hold of its fin, or one of its fins, and you're taking a total defense.
And with a total defense, I'm going to swim away with the child, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay, swimming as a move is 1/4 speed.
Okay, so this will take a while.
You're like, yeah.
I believe that provokes an AOO from Bessa.
Yeah, she's gonna bite you. She's gonna bite you.
We're gonna see
Attempt to bite you.
How good do you bite?
Just checking her feats. Oh, AC 19. Her head whipped around, and she's trying not to bite her child, and kind of moved around the side, and
Bessa is pretty decent at biting. She's
Yeah,
pretty good at it. Yeah, she's pretty good at it.
all right. So that was Sam's.
Beat Bessa up enough so she doesn't come to the fights tomorrow. She just needs to be all sad and pouty.
Bessa's children. This one ducks in and mimics her mom and tries to nip at Sam. So cute. For 11. AC 11.
No.
Edward is now standing up on the log. He needs to make an acrobatics check as the water is a little bit choppy.
Okay. Edward's acrobatics should be pretty decent. +13. 24.
Okay, yeah, he's basically balancing on the log.
Is over there. What are you doing?
And Ug's still in the water, so What is Edward doing? He's basically balancing.
I think he might cast a defensive spell.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
Like just throw up a shield, just because
Fuck
a shield is
this.
good. Or a Cat's Grace to help with acrobatics and AC. We'll go Cat's Grace.
Okay.
Acrobatics, AC, damage. Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. So he's running along the log. He's trying to get it to stop spinning as much this round. Bessa, well, she's gonna surge in and charge Sam. And she could be in the same square as her child. She's just under the surface of the water. She looks pretty pissed off. Dragging away one of her kids. 16 plus 2 for the charge. AC 25.
Nope.
Okay, so big surge of water. All the children that were watching you guys train are like, "Whoa, there she is! She's gonna eat them! Get out of the water!" Just a big surge of water. She still hasn't crested the water yet. Ugg, what are you doing, Sam? And Sam's under the water. You can't hear.
Ugg is going to go try to help Sam.
Okay.
I'm just checking out his swim bonus right here. I imagine it's pretty awesome.
Ugg came from a pirate background and has max ranks in swim, so he's like a swimming fiend.
He's a swimming machine.
Plus 50
Yeah,
He's
he's
the king of this town.
Yeah.
He's
Bess's mate, or I don't know what they'd call them.
I guess it's 2 freaking moves to get to it, but there we go. Got there. I guess
Yeah,
probably an AOO.
He could probably use the log as cover until he pops around the side of it.
Okay, well, that's what he does.
Okay, so he kind of like swims along the other side of the log and sort of pops out in front of Bessa's face. He's still on the surface and like he could actually kick and punch Bessa, but
Okay.
his move is 40, so half is 20 to get around
I
the log.
moved 15, so
Yeah, so
that's it.
Sam.
Sam is going to draw his dagger, which he has never used.
Is it a large dagger or a medium dagger?
It's a medium dagger, but the damage is based off his unarmed strike anyway.
Oh,
so.
okay. Yeah.
He has a power to calculate off the unarmed strike. He will do as part of the move to draw the dagger, because he does not have quick draw. He will do the jig to change his feats. So he's stab focused, stab,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to see what Bessa squishiness is like. Let's see how hard she is to stab. So I believe the piercing weapons don't have a -2 to hit.
No, you're good.
Okay, good. 1d20
Piercing
plus
our normal attack.
12 plus 2 for full strength plus 1 because it's a masterwork weapon and I don't have a mighty fist thing. And I will power attack, I guess. See what happens. AC 31.
Oh yeah, their skin is tough, but it's more probably built for sleekness in the water, and you just sort of stab into her neck, and there is blood coming out. She does make a noise when you do that.
12 damage.
Not bloodied.
Okay.
Bess's children. I think you've been. We forgot a couple of rounds of breath, so another 4 breath points. So you're still underwater.
24 breath points.
Bess's child 2 is going to try to grab a hold of your leg and drag you under. I think you get an AOO as it's grabbing your leg.
It's the little baby, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Okay, I'll just kick it.
Okay.
AC 14. I think that misses.
That misses by 1.
Oh.
And then
If it's grabbing my leg, does that mean it's below me? It's fine. Wants to drag me down.
it's yeah, you hit it then.
Yay! Oh, sorry. There's 2 damage less than that. So that's 11, becoming 5 non-lethal, and -5 on its CMB.
Okay. It doesn't grab your leg because you kicked it in the head. Makes this horrible noise, and Sam feels, I don't know, maybe a little bit bad for beating up
Slapping
children.
the little ones. I don't like cutting the big one.
Edward, and then it basically 5 foot steps away after it kind of shakes off being kicked. Edward is on top of the log.
Edward is going to.
There's lots of yelling from shore.
Does he have? What does he have for? Is he being threatened? I don't think so.
Yes? No, he's on the log. No.
Okay, he's gonna throw some magic missiles at it and see if that sort of chases it away.
The magic missiles go plunging into the water and still keep on going and strike Bessa along the sides. Whoa. Bunch of air escapes Bessa's mouth as
14 damage.
Okay, I think that pisses her off even more. Bessa. Well, Sam still has a hold of Bessa's child, so I'm going to bite Sam. I'm going to bite Sam. I think it just gets a single bite. Oh,
We're glad they errated the crane stuff, so you don't just auto miss with 1 attack per round. That was nonsense.
Don't you still do that in the?
You have crane wing and total defense. It used to be just fight defensively and you could do it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
AC 26.
that was ridiculous.
No.
Okay. It then crests above the water with a 5 foot step. It's now threatening Sam, Ugg, and Edward. It's like looking around. Ugg.
Ugg is going to.
Does he have anything that gives him large, like the big bone template, powerful build?
No. Not today.
Big bone template. He's got big bones.
He's not fat. He's big bones.
You got big bones. Who's got the biggest bones of them all?
Enough.
Around this table, I do.
All right. So.
If it's the biggest bone of them all, we'd have to compare.
Right.
Scream gets taken off because.
Ugg is going to rage and grapple this thing.
And you can grapple things 2 size categories larger than you?
I think so.
On a per power basis, grapple might be the one that you can.
Okay.
Here.
Thanks.
Wait, let me just.
We let him grab the grapple the Hydra, and there's lots of things
Yeah.
you grab on with this thing, so sure.
His rage grapple is.
I don't see anything about 2 size
limit?
categories. It's some of the other ones that solve the size category stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's overrun, and those ones do.
Its CMD
Yeah.
is 30. Give me a second. 34.
He rages. Plus 26. Does he take any penalties for being in the water and grappling?
I think because it's bludgeoning, he gets a -2 on this roll. He doesn't have freedom of movement or anything like that.
Well, he's not doing well. Yeah, I guess technically he is doing damage if he's raging.
And the damage he's doing is his unarmed strike damage.
Yeah.
So if he gets a pointy unarmed strike.
Oh, it was 34 you said?
Yep.
Okay, so that misses because that should have been plus 24 with a -2.
Okay. So you tried to grab a hold of its kind of slimy neck, and then you slid down, and his body was just too big to grab your arms around, and shakes Ugg off, and you've got it.
And then because he missed as a move action, he is going to use his martial. What the hell do you call it again? Martial flexibility.
Yep.
And he's going to get crane style and crane wing.
Okay. And then as a swift
And as a swift action, he's going to enter the stance. Whoa!
All right. Sam. Bunch of crane wing fucking. you guys are all doing little pirouettes in the water.
I was the first one. Everybody was just copying. Sam was doing it before it was cool.
It kind of makes sense though that you're all like part of the same group.
Everybody learns from each other.
Learns from each other. Yeah.
Okay. So can I 5-foot step in the water to get in there?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 foot forward. I use 2 breath points. And I'm going to flurry stab Bessa. See if I can get her attention again.
Okay, so have you let go of the
Nope, that's still in the other hand.
Okay.
We're gonna flail and try not to roll a natural 1 is what we're gonna do. So this might go poorly. +2 for bull strength, +1 for feet, -2 for whip and fighting, -2 for defensive. Do I do -2 for power attack? -2 for power attack. AC 16.
This is against Bessa? Yeah, no.
Yep. AC critical threat. Please don't cut her head off. AC 25.
Her AC is 24. No, 22.
Ooh. All right.
97 on the critical.
71.
Ooh, that's pretty up there.
Yep, that's pretty high. Let's have a look here.
You know what? We'll let her swim away with some bleed damage, and then when she shows up later, we'll go, well, it clearly wasn't us.
What's this dagger-shaped hole? See, it wasn't punching her. Otherwise, why is there a Sam fist-shaped hole?
71 is critical hit deck, I believe.
D52. I'm using piercing because I'm fighting underwater.
Okay.
35.
35 is bleeder.
Oh,
Critical damage and 1d6 bleed.
Yeah, we'll just let it go.
Our plan was to let it go. My plan was always to just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. See you. I just don't want you to show up tomorrow. So 2d8 plus 4 base, 6 with strength, 8 with weapon specialization, plus power attack is another +4, so +12, so 2d8 plus 24. 31 lethal damage.
Ooh.
And the d6 bleed. Do I roll that now or?
Nope. Okay. With that damage total, 57. It is not bloodied.
And the now this is where do I roll my tertiary attack with my what's that 12 14 15 13 or 15 -6 -11 with a +4. Do I roll that with a +4? No. we're Sam is worried. It's bleeding a lot more than he was expecting. Oh no.
Okay. Who is next? Bessa's children.
They start attacking Bessa like sharks at a chum rally.
This is children. Comes up and is in a cute sort of way trying to tug at her brother. Trying to pull your brother out of your hands. There's an opposed. Well, I guess it's trying to
Grapple.
grapple.
Would be opposed strength, wouldn't it? Or disarm? Steel.
20
Yes.
versus your CMD.
No.
Okay, you can see it trying to bump its brother, and
Sam's eyes go wide, and he makes like a little sad. Oh no. Maybe I'm the monster.
You're the hunter who killed Bambi's mom.
Oh God.
after punching out Bambi and using it as bait.
Sam is the villain of this story.
He's the bumbling villain because he didn't mean to. He just wanted to look at the thing. He thought it was a fish. He didn't think the other fish would care about the fish.
They don't look like fishes. Edward. Edward thinks we're in a battle for our lives, so.
Magic missile.
I think Edward is going to. It's a big dumb animal. He's going to attempt to blind it, I think. He's going to glitter dust it.
Okay.
Defensively, I guess. So, because he's now being threatened.
Yep. I'm just getting rid of the things he no longer has.
He does defensively blind it.
All right. So
Or does defensively glitter dust it.
glitter dust goes off. It is now covered in glitter. Okay.
Now we find out if it's really an animal or is it some sort of something else with a really high will save. Monstrous beast or something.
So the will save versus the glitter in its eyes. It's a mighty 8. Rolls a 19.
The DC was 16, so
Okay.
it's not blind.
But it's big. It's glittery for something like 8 rounds, 7 rounds.
Easy to see for 7 rounds.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna mark that down. Edward. 6, 7. Glitter. Wow, that's a good AC. What level? Bessa. All right, she's bleeding. She's pissed off. Her baby is being abducted, knocked out, and perhaps is drowning.
6 bleed damage.
Oh, 1D. Oh. Is bleeding bad. 50. It's still not bloodied. So she's gonna bite at the person who's threatening her child, even though Ugg seems to be kind of. Yeah, he just tried to grab on. He didn't actually do any damage. Sam's the one that's fighting with vigor. All right. There's a big bite at Sam's head. AC 23. She can't roll above 10 apparently. So Sam kind of like, ah! And you end up like these snapping jaws near your face, and you're pushing her away.
This thing would savage 3/4 of the party members, with great ability to savage, with great savaging.
It then disengages. Now it does have a feat called mobility, so as it disengages, its AC is pretty high. Like it's kind of like swimming around for a charge.
Okay.
So there's an AOO from Sam and Ugg.
I will take the AOO.
Cannot grapple, so we will just
So its AC is 26 as it's moving around for a charge.
punch, I guess.
I got AC 24.
Okay, so you just got a bunch of like swirl and surf and as you're underwater, and then Ugg. He's gonna punch.
I'm just looking. It does plus 13.
He's raging.
Yeah, he's raging, so 15. But is that including power attack? No. All right, so plus 13.
So 7th level fighter is probably wearing full plate, has a good dex, with some defensive items, maybe some feats.
Shield focus, armor focus, dodge. There's a few ways to just
Oh, you rolled a 1.
All right. There's a log bouncing in the water beside you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Percentile.
Better with Ugg than my PCs, because 2 1s in a row. That's wicked.
No! Roll percentile. Ugg
11.
drowns.
That's not so bad.
Well, falling stunned in the water means you're not swimming.
Yeah. And probably haven't taken a breath.
It's a DC 20 check or fall prone. So basically he ends up turned over if he doesn't make a DC 20 dexterity check.
Okay. I don't think he's got a 20 dex, does he?
So he's kind of upside down in the water after the thing swirled away.
Yeah, you got a 19.
Okay, but it seems like it's turning back around. Like it knows that it's got enough weight that it perhaps like bumps into things as part of its attack, and it looks like it's coming back. Ugg, it's your turn. You can spend a move action to right yourself.
Yeah, he spends a move action to right himself, and then he's going to ready an action to grapple the creature when it gets within reach.
Roger's already swam to the end, and I'm going to put a...
And he's going to spend a swift action to change his crane wing to lunge.
Okay. At this point in time, given that Bessie has appeared and a lot of people are watching, a random priest of the shore is taking action as he sees that you guys are attacking Bessie. Or Bessa, sorry.
Well, I guess it's time for Roger to get involved. Hey! Boom, boom.
I think Bessa attacked us. See how that goes.
Okay. So we'll use the same token as that dude. It's not actually that dude, but it is a priest of the shore who's nearby Callie and Roger. Roger's like pulling himself out of the drink at this point in time. The priest of the shore moves in through this building when he saw what was going on, and he is starting to cast a spell. I think Sam won't have a chance to see it. Ugg's too busy right now. Edward might be able to spellcraft what this priest of the shore is doing.
All right. Edward. Spellcraft. 18. Cure light wounds.
He doesn't know at what level, but he knows that this priest of the shore has started to summon something.
Oh, I didn't mean to move him, sorry.
He's just kind of waving his hands around. He's still casting. That better be to help us, he says. Sam.
Sam doesn't know that guy's casting. The glittery Bessa is swimming away and bleeding profusely.
And now is coming back. It's turned around.
We heard it. We know a lot about it. It's bleeding. He feels that he's got what he needs for the fight, and hopefully it has learned. So he's going to let go of the baby. He's going to let the free action drop the child, so the other child could take the sibling away.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to ready to defensively punch Bessa. As we're getting into the
Bessa's children. Yeah, she's kind of tugging at this one, and they kind of float off to the side. You notice that she does drag it to the surface, and she seems to be smart enough to knock the head of the baby above the surface.
They are mammals. Mammals! Or animals, they're not fish.
Edward, I think it's coming back! I think it's coming back! as he's balancing on the log. Hey, randomly, how's it going? What's going on? Well, Sam, while practicing on the log, decided to grab one of the baby dinosaurs that was kind of swimming and playfully bumping the log a little bit. He tried to grab it and he punched it out, and then Mama came over, and now Ugg, Edward, and Sam are in a battle with Big Mama. You could see her on the screen. Meanwhile, Roger said "fuck this" and swam to shore, and a priest of the shore is now on the shore casting a summon spell. As people are yelling, like they're Bessa's here! They're fighting Bessa! People are throwing rocks and some of them are chanting. They're calling for others, and the priest of the shore seems to be doing something to help. Bessa's glittering like a lure right now, and she's bleeding. And she's bleeding profusely.
Bessa looks like a goddamn bass boat right now.
Edward.
Edward's gonna take this moment to put up that shield spell.
Okay. So his acrobatics is above 10, so he's basically balancing on the log, casting his shield spell. Demon Lord, how's it going? Bess is coming around for another strike. Give me another d6. She's bleeding badly. 1. Okay, she's coming in for a charge.
I got me some lunge. I don't know what its reach is. So.
Its reach with its head is 20.
Oh my! Yeah, lunge was a waste of time.
Long neck. So yeah, it's charging in, and I think it's going to leave itself some room to charge. Like it's snapping and biting as it's coming in. I'm just going to roll a d3 at this point. 1 is Edward, 2 is Ugg, and 3 is Sam. Edward on the log is getting bit. Head raises above the water. Tries to bite down at Edward. I didn't do anything! AC 23?
Edward's AC... more than that. Lots. He's got 26, or 24, 28.
So he's swimming in the water with his breastplate on?
Does he normally wear breastplate?
Yep.
The mithril breastplate?
Yeah.
Probably not.
So it looks like 15 with dex, 1 for natural armor, 1 for deflection, is 17. With shield is 21.
With cat's grace is 23.
23 exactly. Okay.
Yep.
She bit. She's biting her. All right. This is 2d8 plus 4 is 2, 3. She bites Edward for 26 damage.
Ooh.
Ow.
And it looks like she's still with her body coming straight in towards Edward. Or like towards the log and the group of you. Ugg.
Ugg is going to 5 foot in.
Okay.
Come in
Swimming along the surface. He pushes off from the log. Sending the log back a little bit as Edward reacts to that.
He's going to grapple the thing.
He's got lunge.
He's got lunge.
All 3 of his arms reaching out towards towards Bessa.
I took it for this round for this exact reason.
Okay, so it charged, so its CMD is now 32 instead of 34.
26.
It's sticking its neck out.
Hey!
35.
Which means Ugg pulls it into his square. And is now grappling it. Ugg basically is latched onto its head, and the head's moving around, and he's holding on.
And Ugg is going to grapple it again for more. 43. Got it.
Okay, you can see the little hand is kind of like grappling into the thing's like eye socket, and he's got one hand wrapped around it, and he's just punching the thing. It's above the water for everyone in the town to see as Ugg is just fucking wailing in the side of the head. How much damage?
Oh, how much damage does he? Okay, so he's got his sneak attack. Ugg is a beast. Ugg is such a beast. He's got a sneak attack, D3 plus 7. So plus 14, right? 2d3 plus 14 plus 4d6. Oh, sorry, 6d6. 45. I guess it's non-lethal. He can't do lethal.
6. 5 is 70. And then...
Oh, and he takes bleed damage. Oh, gross.
Ugg's bleeding is what? 2 or 3? 3.
It's based on attack dice.
So yeah, so
it takes minimum 3 on the d6.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's fucked up now. Ugg nearly punching it out. Yeah, the thing looks like it wants to get away. The priest.
Was Ugg doing non-lethal? Yeah.
Yeah. The priest of the shore finishes his summoning. Let's see what underwhelming summoning creature appears.
A dolphin, a celestial turtle.
No, they're gonna do something really quick in the water. Can't you say water elemental?
Water elemental. I think
Don't
you.
know.
Yeah. I think that was Mark. Mark's also muted.
I was trying to minimize. I'm sorry.
That's one of those things we have to watch what windows you have open because that share button is right there.
Okay, we'll use
I don't have those kind of windows.
the paizo token. The paizo token we bought in PDF form just for this purpose. All right, the summon monster has a range,
25 plus 5 for 2 cast levels,
and then they can just move wherever after that, right?
and then they do whatever they want.
Okay. Let me look up elemental. It's a man-sized kind of shape of water, like a wave that appears in the water and starts moving rapidly towards the
Did Callie
fight?
hear the spell casting?
Yes, Callie heard the spell casting. She's like, "What?" And she can. Roger also is standing there. He's like, "The fuck was that?" He's all sopping wet and he's grabbing his crapper. All right, so we'll add them to the initiative, and I think we're going to add something else to the initiative because you made it bloody. There's lots of thrashing in the water and babies crying.
Megalodon!
And it's Megalodon. and it's shining like a lure of all lures.
Oh, now we have to fight the Kraken.
Oh no.
So first things first, I'm looking up a water elemental.
Honestly, Arlen should be on shore telling you, you can't watch! You can't watch! No entertainment here!
Right.
Back to your home!
So the water elemental is zooming forward. 25 feet plus 5 feet every 2 levels means that it appears like 35 feet away. And then it appears and gets to go. It swims. And it swims up and onto the log and attacks Edward. Actually, it swims at the log and is going to bull rush the log. This is effectively a trip attack against Edward. Nat 20. So it bowls into the log. It turns and spins, and Edward falls backwards into the water. We'll see which way he falls. 2, 3, 4, 5. He falls down, so he's behind Sam. And in the water. All right, the priest of the shore starts summoning again. At this point in time, we're at the end of the round, so new people can enter the round. So Roger and... hey, fuckface, shut up, says Roger. Roger is going to enter initiative.
Is he loading a beanbag bolt?
No, he's loading his crossbow.
With the beanbag?
I'll control Roger. But Callie will come to Sam's aid, and it looks like
he's being a dick.
This guy's being a dick.
I think Callie bulrushes him into the lake is what happens.
No, that's not what Callie does.
Oh. No?
Callie's got a plan. Don't you worry.
All right. So I need Callie's initiative. I don't know if she's on here or not.
She's got a +4. I don't think she is on there, to be honest with you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna change. I used to have a color coded thing.
That all went to hell.
Yeah, I did. We'll change the crowd to Callie. She's got a +4. Give me a roll.
All right. There we go. Mark. There we go. 9.
9. Okay. And then I'm also going to roll for, I don't know, something else. Just don't worry about it.
Megalodon with tentacles.
It's a Sharknado. It's a tentacle Sharknado.
It's a Sharktopus.
I think that's actually a movie, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A Sharktopus?
Sharktopus is a movie, and it's got a sequel.
Now I'm gonna have to watch it and groan.
You will groan if you watch it.
Demon Lord Nemi's like, I love that movie. Oh, funny. The Meg was okay. Like, it wasn't like the great movie, but it was okay.
I was very disappointed that at no point during that movie did Jason Statham say, "Eat this."
You were expecting one.
I was waiting the entire movie for him to say
like
that.
Launch a fucking RPG into its mouth or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what the frequency of these things are. Oh, they're solitary. Oh. All right. That's fine. So its initiative modifier is 6. And it rolls a... four.
That's a spirit, Nemi.
And then I will sort this mess of a fight. This fight is so messy. It's so messy. It's like chaos. Whee! What's going on? I don't know.
What it was a closer look at the thingy.
Sam, we just wanted to practice in the water. All right, Sam, you're going. Ugg is now grappling it and looks like he's going to try to punch out Bessa. Bessa's bleeding badly from 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere. You get the sense that something knocked Roger off the log because he went into the water beside you.
Edward.
So
the shield spell hitting the water must look pretty cool, though. Like it's kind of this weird splash and wave.
5 foot.
Lucas. It's chaos. It's chaos, Lucas.
It's chaos.
It is a madhouse.
We're gonna you can't attack the wizard. Ugg has the fishy. That should be fine. I will swim up. I think I'm in the water still, but
Sam wanted to knock out one of the babies to have a look at it, and then Mama showed up, and then the rest of the party got involved, and now people on shore are involved, and they're in the water, and Ugg's beating up Bessa in front of the town. And they cast glitter dust on Bessa, which is making it glittery, and
everybody
she's
could see
bleeding, and everyone could see it, and there are people screaming, and priests are summoning monsters now from the shore, and the monsters are not helping out the party.
Sam's gonna flurry the puddle.
Okay, yeah, there's this weird puddle that is ridden up onto one of the logs.
AC 16.
AC 16 misses by 1.
AC 19.
Ah, you actually punched through the puddle, and some of the puddle didn't go back into the puddle's form?
I'm actually cutting it, making it bleed.
Okay. Chopping your way. Oh, you with the dagger.
Yeah, because I've got my feet set up for that right now.
Got it. AC 10 missed.
So 16 or 18 damage.
It does not get reduced in any way, so you do 18 damage to it. It is
watered.
Give me a second. 4, 8, 48, 19. It is not bloodied. Bessie's children! They're just kind of floating away. There's one making horribly cute noises. Edward's in the water. Merde.
I think Edward is going to look for something to give him mage armor.
Right himself in the water.
Right himself in the water. Or, I don't even know if he writes himself in the water. He casts... I believe it's now fuck this. He casts fly and flies out of the water.
Okay, so give me a swim check first. Because he fell upside down. Like, he basically did a backflip into the water.
5.
So no, he makes no progress in the water, and he's under the water.
But he doesn't need to write himself to cast a spell.
He needs to be above the water.
Okay.
What's that?
20.
Okay.
So he writes himself.
Yep. He finds his way to the surface of the water after plunging in. Bessa, roll a d6. Minimum 3.
5.
5 bleeding. 43. Okay. She's gonna try to break the grapple. She's feeling pretty weak at this point. She's not kicking as hard. Maybe a little lightheaded. Mama tried to break the grapple. Her CMB is CMB plus 21. $34?
An UG, I honestly raging. It's exactly what he needs. Sir,
Yeah, there was also a critical hit earlier, Lucas, from the dagger that Sam was wielding, which is causing the D6 bleed, and then UG just made that wound worse.
He might have nicked an artery, you know.
just horrible hemorrhaging. Bug hugs. So 34. What's UG's CMD?
That breaks. It says it's 34 while raging. So
okay,
free.
Did it fail to break the grapple last round?
Irrelevant.
No.
This was the first time.
Okay.
They tried.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference. It just gives me a bonus 2 grapple.
Got it.
If it doesn't.
Okay, and then it 5 foot steps away.
Okay.
It kind of like disengages and it swims a little bit away. Oh yeah.
Ugh, let it go.
Callie? What's Callie doing on shore here? There's a way to run into this place and then all the way down to the end where this priest of the shore is hanging, hanging off the edge.
Swift action. She's taking the disruptive feat.
Okay.
And she's
40 feet of movement.
Yeah, she's sticking a thumb up his rectum. You know, like, can't get spells now, can you?
She's grabbing him by the shoulder, just sort of like sticking her fingers up into his tape. Oh! Does she need to hit?
Is that distracting?
All right, so in order for him to get off his spell at the beginning of his turn, he needs to make a concentration check. Is that what happened? Okay.
Yes. +4 on the DC.
Okay. The Chobo. All right, there are tentacles that begin to rise from the water near near the very injured Bessa. As something very large has decided to make lunch of its enemy.
All right, now we have to kill the big chobo.
It's not quite as large as Bessa, but it, in its animal predatory intelligence, is attracted by the sparkling lights in the blood. Oh my god, it's Bunny. How's it going, buddy? The chobo has appeared. It basically jetted through the water towards, or a chobo appeared. Giant freshwater octopi. It gets a single attack. One of its tentacles.
Does Bessa get to bite it as it comes in?
Yes, she does. As it jets in. So
Defend yourself, Bessa!
She's gonna take a AOO attack. Nom.
I don't want to be transmuted into the next Bessa of the lake.
Hitting it exactly.
Nice.
Eat the chobo.
Doing 2d8 plus 15 damage. And there's all sorts of ink in the water now. 18 damage as they're in a fight. This thing's tentacle is going to be... It's going to try to wrap around Bessa's large neck.
This is not going towards any... This is practice.
Tentaclid. AC 24 hits a Bessa. Oh no. 1d4 plus 7. Because it's good doing the single. 11 damage on Bessa. 54 damage on top of the 111 non-lethal is 165. Bess is unconscious. And it, unless it doesn't roll a 1, automatically pulls... rolls a 1. It doesn't pull it into a grapple. Bess's head basically was cresting the water a little bit, tentacles wrapped around it, and her head fell and kind of slapped the side of the water. There's this this kind of cry out from people in the town who were sort of watching the newcomers, but they never expected that the newcomers would come and murder their beloved Bessa.
It tried to kill us. You sat there and laughed.
Yeah, the 12-year-olds did.
Well, your morality is defined for that of your 12-year-old.
I don't think that's how the saying goes. Now, prisoners, they may make them fight on rafts before, and Bessa may come and eat them, but, you know, that's... Anyways, neither here nor there. All right, so the chobo is... A chobo is now trying to climb up onto Bessa's neck, and you can see that it's got a very
consolation,
sharp beak.
Adam, Magnus would have cut off Bessa's head by now, so warn it as a helm.
With a warning, the warning blast would be...
Roger loads his crossbow and fires it at the shoulder of the priest who's casting. You could just see like it's like just an ever so smidge of cover where the guy's hand is kind of popping out. He's just gonna aim for the hand. So the priest is flat-footed, but does have +6 to hit, or +6 to his AC.
Does Roger have improved precise shot?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna look up. Let's see what Roger.
Because unless it's total cover, he's got no cover.
Fuck that. He moves into the building and beats him in the back.
What the fuck?
Roger has improved precise shot.
So no cover.
So no cover. I think he'll step into the building anyways because there's less people watching him.
Yeah.
Mark, seems like you're into this. Give me an attack roll for Roger. He fires a step into the building.
Is an entity of
he moves to bullseye shot and then he fires at a human. No, half elf. Yeah, partly human. So that's plus 19, and then against favored enemy human is another 4.
23.
So plus 23.
That's with. Is he using like deadly aim or anything like that?
He is using deadly aim, so plus 21.
All right. 28.
To be fair, deadly aim and I shot him in the shoulder seem like two opposite sort of descriptions of.
The shoulder was all you could see. Now he's like, fuck that. Boom. Wow, Callie's
belly wound now.
While Callie's got her thumb up his taint. He's like, oh, boom. He gets blasted in the shoulder with a crossbow bolt for 1d10 plus 8.
Randomly thinks
Roger.
Roger
Villain
is
point
a
to
villain.
make that a crit.
What's that?
Roger,
Villain point to make that a
Werewolf
crit.
correctly identified Roger as a villain.
Yeah, Damien's gonna make friends with Roger.
I don't think villain points can automatically make things crits. What you can do is allow him to re-roll and to see if that's better. He crits on a 1920. Is that something you want to do?
That's you're only asking 10% for a chance.
You know what? This is a minor NPC. Sure.
I'm cool with it working on like NPC versus NPC.
Yeah. This is what I didn't want to happen is to have that happen against a player, but randomly to spend a villain point to have something very bad happen to this cleric. So roll a percentile on the crit chart, Mark.
89. Shit.
Ahmed, I hope you're still listening. This is what you get. You know what you did.
Is an amazing crit and a d6 to a random ability score. Okay, let's add up this damage here for a second. So plus 4, he's human, so that's plus 8. It's deadly aimed, so that is plus 12. He did his focus shot, so that's plus 2 int to the damage. So that's plus 14. An amazing crit times 14 is 52. So 3d10 plus 52 damage.
14 times 3 is 42.
42, sorry. Yeah, 42 plus 3d10.
For a second there, I was like having a
60 points of damage.
Hey, minor priest.
Was he a major priest by any chance?
He was a respected member of the community that was casting a significant spell. Let's just find a standard
and
build.
I can't help but notice you're using the term was.
Let's find a standard build for a 7th level cleric.
The DC 15 save or die that's happening regardless is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priests have good fort saves.
Okay, he's got a 12 con and 50 hit points.
Okay.
So he's minus 10 and falls into the lake.
Good.
He needs to make a fort save, DC 15 to live from the 50 damage he took, the over 50 damage. He's got a plus 6 to his roll. He rolls a 13, so there's now a dead priest in the water. I think his spell, by the way, is interrupted.
Yeah, it's done.
Randomly like,
So, Arlen, this is going to be interesting.
So I guess Damien's going to have
Arlen,
to do some work after all.
Just murdered a member of the community in hot blood, but by shooting him in the back from unawares in front of the children.
You can almost see Callie going, "What the fuck?
what the fuck did you make his head jump up for?" That's what Roger said. I was trying to get him in the shoulder.
Lies.
Priest of the Shore. I'm just going to remove from the initiative sheet, and I'm going to call it the town. In the town, I'm going to reduce their initiative to 0, and they're going to react at 1. Sam, if a summoner dies, do his summoned creatures go away?
Normally your spells keep going, not like your walls and shit go away. So
I will say that it has the last action, like it was
the last command.
The last command was to attack Edward.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam, what are you doing? Oh no! Then the water elemental. So the water elemental glides off the log with no problem, and is going to whack Edward a couple times, or one time.
Ahmed is supposed to show tonight, right?
AC 22 against an Edward. Slap.
I think that hits his.
I think it was 23 with.
Oh, it was 23. It was with.
23 with shield and cat's grace.
Yeah, missed. Bess's children. Just kind of crying, just kind of nudging the one. At least it's floating. Hopefully it's breathing. Edward.
Okay. Does Edward care about saving Bessa?
Fuck that fish.
Let me check to see what Edward's alignment is.
I think he's neutral good. So I think he cares about saving the fish.
I think he cares about saving the fish or saving face to these people. And he may not have noticed the
murder of
the dead priest
priest
in the water, right?
Right. So Edward is going to cast. He wants to cast on Ugg. So he will attempt a swim check to get closer to Ugg. If that fails, then he'll just cast.
Okay. DC 10 swim check.
He 5 foot swims over to where he can cast on Ugg. He's going to cast Fly on Ugg.
Okay.
And we can't let it eat the big fish thing. Get a tentacle 1.
All right.
Lucas, you're right. Let's knock out the baby dino. Nothing bad will happen. This totally sound logic.
Bessa needs to make a. Well, I think just bleeds. So D6. 6 bleed. No, she's still good. She's still good.
Yep.
Callie. The fuck is Callie doing?
What did you do?
You fucking made his head jump up.
You didn't have to shoot it just because it did.
He was like casting a spell or something. It was a death spell. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a death spell. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
There are crowds of people that you're now. There you could hear a woman shrill scream in the air as now people are yelling and pointing at the water. Some of the townsfolk are actually jumping into the water after the priest.
She's gonna try and sneak away.
Yeah, Callie could sneak into the.
I don't even know if she's got. Well,
she's
try.
at least part elf, so she could kind of just be like, "Oh,
throw up her hood and walk away,
throw up her own hands and scream, "Oh my god!
Somebody save my baby!"
Oh, I gotta see what I think. It's. She's Doomsday. That's right.
Run, Roger, run!
Run, Roger! Run, Roger, run! Him and Pennywise just holding up in a cabin in the woods. Oh, man. She doesn't have stealth. Awesome.
Got a 4-dex.
Okay.
Yep, plus 4-dex. That's all she's got.
I'm gonna put the rest of the members of your Ludus.
18. That's...
Yeah, so she's moving away. She's like, "Fuck this."
She's like, "Fuck this." Wasn't me.
Grab the rest of the members of your Ludus for a
Alsaia.
second. Damien and Arlen and Widget, Grizaak and Nibbles, and Joram, and the 2 elves and Radimer and others. So I'm just going to copy and paste these guys onto the map of Lakeport Town. And they're all the way up at Grey Otter Lodge. Damien, what was Damien doing today? Like he decided like he wasn't gonna fight with these people. Drakester, how's it going?
Yeah, he's just he's taking a little break. Like he's having a few drinks, enjoying it's some beautiful scenery, obviously.
Yep. You're like, huh? There's a lot of commotion going on down there. There's some yelling. You're having a little bit of elvish tea with some whiskey, like a whiskey nip in the tea.
Widget's got him smoking now, cigarettes.
Yep, this is no.
You just went by the window. The window was closed. The window was closed as you guys were sitting there. You were getting up to open the window because it is summer. And you could just see there's thrashing in the water and tentacles and yelling and screaming and this is quite uppity for a training exercise. There's a dinosaur being almost grappled by something with tentacles.
Oh shit!
Okay, so Callie's sneaking away. She's trying to like sneak to the crowd, like she doesn't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
The Chobo is going to initiate a grapple with.
Does the Chobo go before Ugg?
The Chobo goes before Ugg. Yep. 10.6 versus 10.4.
Okay.
Weird. Okay.
Did we skip Ugg last time? Is that what
I
happened?
have a feeling we might have skipped Ugg because
Okay.
There was like the whole Ugg fight the Chobo, and then the whole initiative went around, and we put some buffs on Ugg, and then there was still no Ugg fighting the Chobo. So I don't know where Ugg versus the Chobo went. It feels
Fine. He goes faster. Go.
All right.
go grab the Chobo, Ugg.
Oh, he's so far away.
You have a fly spell, so
Okay. He just flies up. He's still got lunge going.
Okay. So it has a reach of 10. 20 feet with tentacles. So it's going to
Yeah, it's
whaps
over.
towards Ugg. AC 32 on Ugg.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Okay, 11 damage on Ugg.
Okay,
It tries to grapple Ugg stupidly.
go for it. How much damage? 32?
11. 32
Oh,
is
11.
32 is the
Oh,
AC.
it was the AC. Yeah, sorry.
CMB would be 19. 40 on its grapple check.
Yeah,
it has an Ugg.
that grappled the Ugg.
A tentacle goes flying out of the water and grabs Ugg, pulling him in. There's a massive fight as Ugg has got tentacles around him now. So that was an AOO.
It was okay. Let me. The baby is a fish the size of a horse. It's not really like I punched a baby. You know, you have to put some extra words around baby.
Fuck me.
Ahmed.
So now that was Ugg flying over,
So
and
that was that was its AOO. So you still have a standard.
Yep.
So you can
As
try
a
to
standard,
dominate the grapple.
as a standard, I'm gonna maintain the grapple
Sure.
or take over the grapple. I
You
guess.
become dominant in the grapple.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're like,
He's like, that's fine.
he's got a tentacle wrapped around his neck, and he's flying, and people are like, oh, shouting.
31.
Its CMD is 31 exactly.
Against grapple? Because sometimes that's different with tentacly
in-
creatures.
Yeah, the tentacle creature only gets the bonus on the grab and not on the
It's
grapple.
got the grab power.
Yeah.
All right, well then, guess what you're taking?
CMB was plus 19, and then it's no. What did I roll? $19.22, yeah, and then it's CMD is. I'm just writing these down on the thing.
Okay,
31.
All right. So it takes 19 damage
and 3 bleed.
and 3 bleed.
Ooh. 37 and bleed. Lots of blood in the water. Blood in the water.
This town is insane.
dun,
If
dun.
they have these giant tentacle things that are that close to... like, oh my god, these people are nuts. They're feeding the tentacle monsters in the lake. What did they expect to happen? They're feeding the bears. You're in the... You live in the Rockies, and you're like, you know what I want to do? I'm going to leave some shit out for the bears. And then you're like, the fuck? I got giant grizzlies around here.
Okay. It can make all of its attacks while in a grapple, can it? Well, it's its turn, so it gets 3 bleed.
It would lose 1 limb.
Okay, so one of its 8 limbs.
Yep.
Maintains his dex, though, right?
He's got a
Yes.
power that does that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think you maintain your dex against the person you're grappling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to start off with its beak. Its beak comes in and is going to attack Ugg. And that is at a plus 15. A nasty beak. AC 23.
Misses.
Okay, then it's got 7 tentacle attacks
Like plus 10?
at plus 13.
Oh god. This thing should be Bessa. Oh my god. Oh,
The lake
king of
is
the
full of
Chobos.
these fucking things.
26, 31, 25, 31, 30, 16, and 32. No critical
This-
hits.
The 16 misses.
Okay.
An AC of 24. No, it's actually, sorry. 22, because he's raging.
Okay, so that beak,
Beak
hit
also
then.
hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
1d8 plus 7. 15 damage from the beak.
Alright.
And a fort save versus its poison.
Alright, well, he's...
Ugg has 1,000,000 billion hit points.
Yeah. So, plus 6.
Because he's fine. This is one way to get XP for your guys.
Yep.
What's the DC?
The DC of the poison's 19. No, 21.
I rolled an 18. Fuck.
Okay.
Is that, does he have anything against poison?
I don't see anything.
Bug takes 1 strength damage from the poison.
Okay.
Bug does not like that.
Yeah.
1 strength damage? Alright.
Oh, yeah, he's got the rage bonus in there already.
P4.
This Chobo's really scary. More scary than a Bessa.
This is way more scary than Bessa.
Oh, and then the damage of it struck all but once, you're saying?
All but once.
So
is
six
tentacles.
6d4 plus 18. Its tentacles are like
Yeah.
d4 plus 3 damage each.
Alright.
35 damage. As their tentacles all wrapping around Ugg and squeezing and
Does Ugg have enough
slapping.
barbarian to have DR?
No.
I think he's a
Or,
bunch of
hang on,
multi-class.
hang on. Yes, he does. He must.
Because if he does,
He's got Barbarian 6. I don't know.
unless he's just to check,
think
because
you
it'll be
get it-
this would be like the
I
ultimate
think
thing
you
to
get
have.
it at 7. Yeah, against all
This would
these
be the
attacks.
ultimate thing to have DR against. With its like, I have a whole bunch of attacks that do very little.
I don't see DR.
Yep. Okay.
No DR.
He's trying to get his level.
35?
Like all the suction
No,
comes
no. He's got his level as long as he doesn't die.
All right, so yeah, it's just basically twirling, and it like there's a ball of tentacles around Ugg, and it's biting its arm, and Ugg cries out a little bit in pain for a total of 35 damage. Roger's like some old woman screaming at him. He's like, "Buddy, fuck it."
Okay, shoots the woman. He's mad.
He disappears. He disappears from the people that are yelling at him out here back into this boathouse, and goes to the edge and looks down at the water where people are jumping in trying to save the priest. I didn't mean it! That's what he yells.
I think we lost Roger.
The town, they're swimming after the priest. They're yelling. More people are showing up. There are people pointing into the boathouse. He's in there! The murderer's in there! Sam?
Sam... Sam is going to attempt to leap? He wants to basically feed the big fish a potion. So, acrobatics check, jump off the log to see if I could skip the swimming part of this. Or see how much of this.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could try to like uncork the potion and toss it in its mouth.
Is its head up?
It's kind of crested along the water. Its head is slightly open, and it looks like these things float.
All right, we're gonna chuck a cure moderate into it.
Okay, the creature is large, but the opening we'll say is medium size, so AC 10. It is a chucked item with a range of, so I'll just add it to the AC. It's AC 12, and normally you don't chuck potions, so
AC 16.
AC 16, range, touch attack.
I will jig my ass.
Okay.
I will use a swift action to grant myself the throw anything.
Got it.
To give myself a +1 to throw and remove the -4.
Nice. So just add it to your attack roll then, because we...
Hey! Yes.
Okay, so the potion goes lobbing into its mouth, kind of crashes against the side of its teeth. It's all dripping into its mouth. You're like, success.
Yes! I saved it! It's okay!
The town is erupted into this fury.
He's trying to poison us!
They probably didn't notice the tiny little potion bottle flying through the air. How much does it heal, Bessa?
I know, Marty. That's what's important. Sam's conscience knows. 16!
You threw a cure moderate potion? That's awesome.
That's all I had!
16 heals its bleeding. 16 puts it to 44 lethal and 95 non-lethal. Bess is waking up.
Hopefully it really doesn't like the chobo. I don't know what it remembers, but...
It's kind of lying on the surface of the water. It kind of shakes a little bit. Oh, a bunch of people yelling.
Nailed!
Bess's children. They're kind of squawking along the water, or that one is squawking along the water. It's still kind of like nudging the other one to keep its head above the water.
So Bunny wants to use a hero point to screw over Roger, and I think we used a villain point to help Roger, so I think we've identified Roger as a villain.
Lucas was saying he was about to save Roger. Okay, save your points, everyone, till this fight is over, and we figure out exactly how bad the situation is for Robert.
To fuck over Roger because he sounds like a dick. How he is fucked over, I'll leave to imagination to DM. I think he's already fucked over by the villain point.
Yeah, he committed... It's like you killed somebody during a gladiator fight is totally different than you shot the ref during practice. Because you shot the ref during practice. In the back. Of the head.
Yeah, he's already fucked. I'm gonna put down Bunny's Bunny Alice Rose hero point.
Oh, you're saying he'll save the point.
Yeah. So Bess's children, there's still the female child is still honking and trying to keep the male child.
We're just going to keep opening up slots so that we have to put Grizaak in.
The town. Well, yeah, you murdered the local ref / priest of the town.
Well, in a place where we could raise him, so maybe we can raise him.
We've got a druid who can reincarnate him, I think.
Yeah, the Grizaak, they come out, a fishman.
I'll hold my hero point to try to save Roger. I'll see how many bloodthirsty viewers there are. Oh wow, that's really interesting. The crowd is the chat is really opinionated about Roger. Edward.
Edward.
I feel we missed
The water elemental should be punching Edward in the junk.
Yeah. It kind of 5 steps beside Sam. It doesn't even need to make swim checks. It is made of water.
It is swim.
It is the swim inning. 7 AC 14. It kind of splashes at Roger. Man, get this thing off of me.
Yeah. I think. Was I supposed to use the round one or the square one?
I think Bessa is awake. As all of you are threatened by Bessa's 20-foot long neck. What's Edward doing? He's threatened by a prone Bessa. And by a water elemental.
Edward, I think, is going to defensively cast a mirror image.
Okay. Concentration check DC 15 plus
19.
19. Yeah.
32.
Okay. He cast the most boring spell in the game, but the smartest spell ever.
3 mirror images.
3 images. Got it.
It is a boring spell, except we're not in a gladiator fight. We're in a
Right.
don't die fight.
Bessa rights herself. She then looks around and sees
You win,
the
Bessa.
Chobo.
Go.
She's gonna bite the Chobo.
Yes.
She hates
Chobo.
these things. This is
Chobo kill your children.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
the brave adventurers.
Yep.
The brave adventurers just killed the townsfolk.
AC 20 against the grappled Chobo. The Chobo has an AC of 22 before being grappled, which I think means that it's hit. She bites into the flesh of the Chobo and continues to tear at it. Plus 15, I think. For 27 damage against the Chobo. Owie. The Chobo
Swims away with Ugg. No.
67. It is not bloodied.
Chobos aren't a joke. What the fuck?
These chobos are. Oh no! There's these chobo things, and then there's this Bessa thing.
This is a big Chobo. You saw little tiny ones.
King Kong Chobo.
This is the King Kong of the
This
Chobo.
is Mega Cho.
Callie will call a fair escape into the crowd of half-elf people.
Yeah.
As the crowd is surging towards the edge, she's kind of picking her way, trying to get her way back up to where the caravan is. She is definitely a witness to the murder. Ugg, top of the round, you are poisoned. Give me your fort save.
Oh, yes.
Fort save.
DC 21.
Fuck off.
Okay, Ugg takes D3 strength. He takes 2 strength damage.
Oh.
Well, he's not raging
Still
anymore.
-2, yeah.
Okay, now it's Ugg's turn.
Ugg is going to try to dominate the
The Chobo.
Chobo. Oh, Ugg. Alright, here we go. So plus 24. $32.
Its CMD is
31, as I
31.
recall.
Is that with the +5 because it didn't escape?
no.
No, it only gets the
No,
plus
it-
5 on its CMD.
It started the grapple.
No, Ugg took command when
Oh,
he
okay.
won the grapple check.
Got
So
it.
Ugg got the grapple. It did not succeed in escaping the grapple. It did. They
It did a
not
bunch of
grapple
attacks.
him to.
Yeah, that's right. So
It
there's a
did
plus 5.
attack instead
Anyways,
of
so
grappling,
so you're pinning it? Is that what you're doing?
No, he's hurting it.
Okay, so he's squeezing and pulling tentacles off and punching it in the stupid poison beak.
So 13, and he's going to try and do it again. Yeah, he does it again.
Okay. Yeah, he's flying and he's punching at it and pulling tentacles off, and he's like, he like ripped a few of the suction cups of one tentacle off in his teeth.
I didn't roll damage yet, did I?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. Add 7 to the 13. I forgot to add his strength mod.
Yeah, I was thinking that was a little low.
It's a pretty good grapple. It's still a lot of damage.
And another 21.
Ooh, 106. Okay, this thing is really hurt. It is well past bloodied now. And now it's the Chobo's turn. It bleeds. 3. It's kind of a big, dumb monster, though.
Go away, cephalopod. Nobody likes you.
It's in a death battle with Ugg. Although it could let go and then.
Not right now, it can't.
It needs to do a grapple check to let go.
Does it have ink?
Oh, good shit, its pants.
Yeah. Defensive abilities ink cloud. I'm gonna check to see if this is standard or not.
You know what? I think that's a powerful defensive move, just in general. If
Yeah.
like, give me your wallet. You just like everywhere, all over the place. You know,
Is
I
a
think it would work.
free action. Wow. Okay, so there's this really black, like horrible cloud in the water. 30 feet out from it. Boom! And it is blocking all sight, I believe. However, Ugg is flying right above it.
And it's grapple, so grapple is not affected by
Yep.
vision, but by Bessa. That is a giant hole.
The ink provides total concealment in water, and it lasts a certain amount of time. So I'm just going to go ink 1. Okay. That was a free action, and then actually it could have attacked and then free action. It's just going to try to break the grapple. It does not want to be in the grapple. It's kind of trying to jet away.
Okay.
No, it's going to grapple to move with Ugg.
It's going to take Ugg away with
It's going to drag it under. It's going to kind of like jet under the water with
Yeah.
its tentacles and just sort of drag them into the
Yep.
water under and away.
Yep.
So
Total concealment from the even within 5 feet with that ink.
total concealment.
Oh, so Bessa can't take an AO.
Bessa cannot take an AOO. She can't see through this.
So maybe on Ugg.
Good thing Ugg has a fly spell because I think
Oh, she
Jet
can
is
on
like,
Ugg. She can on Ugg. Her head's above the water as Ugg. Well, it's involuntary movement, so I don't
It's
think
involuntary
I
movement
don't
for
think
Ugg.
it provokes.
Good
Unless
thing we
Ugg
gave Ugg a fly
wants to
spell
go
so we
with
can
it.
fly back because these jet things are like 800 feet or some silly nonsense. They're
Okay,
really
so
fast.
it's CMB to move with Ugg in the grapple. It's 27.
I don't know.
Nope.
Okay. So it ends up just kind of going like this.
You have. I think you nerfed his grapple check here. Yeah.
With through what?
His grapple check should be his feat bonus is +4.
Looks like a plus. Oh, the CMD. Yeah, the feet
Yeah,
CMD bonus is +4.
For this, oh, you're right. For the CMD, it's not. You're right.
There are
It's only for the
two
CMD.
entries. Yeah,
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one of them grants on
Yeah.
CMD. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, it's good.
Okay. But this does go up with rage, though, right? That does not include.
Yes. That's he's raging, but
Okay.
27 doesn't.
So the
lose him.
octopus fails to, or the chobo fails to jet away with Ugg. Basically, you could see the tentacles like straining as the thing just basically went whoosh into the water. Black ink everywhere. It's thrashing around. There's still tentacles wrapped around Ugg. It can't let go because Ugg's got some of them wrapped around his arms, and they're like stretching, and he's keeping the Chobo from escaping. Roger finds a canoe and hops into a canoe.
Roger is a little man in a boat. That's what he is. He's a little man in a boat.
And he's swearing about his luck.
The gods. Roger, it's not luck. You're an asshole. There's a difference.
All right, the water elementals punching punching Edward.
AC 23. D4.
Oh.
Okay, the water elemental hits an image.
Nailed.
And townsfolk are yelling. More people are coming. Sam. You can see Bessie because Bessie's partially above the water.
Yep.
And you can see Ugg. You can't see the octopus. You can see some of the tentacles though that are wrapped around Ugg.
Yep.
The kids. You can see the one still bumping to keep its brother up above the water. Holy crap! We've got Lucas wants to spend a hero point that will make Roger escape, and then Bunny wants to spend a hero point to have another beast show up to attack Roger. So the villain point made something bad happen when Roger attacked. Like it's something bad for the Ludus itself. So a hero point could save Roger. I don't know if a hero point could be used to make something bad happen to Roger.
I'll just think about what Sam's.
I don't want to tell how people how to spend their points, but you could consider saving your hero points for player characters.
Okay, so Roger has an idea. He's a military man. Lucas, your hero point is spent.
Ooh. What have we got here?
And I will, Bunny. Roger's going to be attacked by one of the Chobos, but when he's far from everyone else and has to defend just himself. It may not be that big, but it will be a Chobo. During the insanity, there's an upside-down canoe that's just slowly floating away. Now, he's underground with his feet going like this, or underwater, like underneath the canoe with his feet going like this. As he's reaching some distant beach, I think a Chobo is gonna come and try to grab him. Yep. And he'll be alone, and we'll do this fight. We'll do this fight off to the side afterwards. Remind me when you need to do Roger's little adventure.
Roger's adventure,
Yep.
The land of Raj.
Yep.
So Sam's going to. Well, we're already in throwing mode, so we're going to throw a javelin at the space the Chobo is in, or do we just punch the water elemental? We'll destroy the water elemental. This thing is annoying.
Yep.
We're just gonna punch it.
You're in the water right beside the log, or are you?
Yep, I'm in the water beside the log.
And you can automatically so AC 17 against the no, sorry, AC 19. He's got augmented summoning.
He doesn't have augmented
He
summoning.
had augmented summoning.
AC 23.
Yeah, you.
Two.
22 hits.
2 hits. 46 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. 34 damage.
Halved?
Oh, it's I guess. Oh, sorry. I guess halved. I should have stabbed it then. I didn't realize that we're in the. I thought it was on top. That's
Yep.
fine.
So 17,
Sure.
35. It has 4, 8, so it's almost dead.